Have you ever noticed how difficult it feels to trust your own decisions? You think about something carefully, you weigh the options, you even feel a quiet yes inside you, and yet the moment you're about to decide, doubt rushes in. You pause, you overthink, you ask someone else, you search online, you replay the situation again and again until the confidence you once had slowly disappears. And after all that thinking, you still don't feel sure. You feel confused, anxious, and strangely disconnected from yourself. What hurts most isn't just the indecision itself, but the question that follows it. Why don't I trust myself? You see other people choosing quickly, moving forward, adjusting later, while every choice for you feels heavy, risky, and loaded with consequences. Even after you decide, your mind keeps asking if you made the wrong choice. Most people think this means they're weak, indecisive, or incapable, but the truth is much deeper. If you don't trust your decisions, it's not because you lack intelligence or ability. It's because at some point in your life, trusting yourself stopped feeling safe. To understand this, you don't need to look at what you're doing wrong today. You need to look at what you learned back then. As a child, when you expressed what you wanted, were you listened to or corrected? When you made a choice, were you supported or criticized? When you followed your instincts, were you encouraged or told you were wrong? Over time, subtle moments taught your nervous system a powerful lesson: my judgment can't be trusted. This lesson wasn't learned through logic, it was learned through emotion. Every time your choice led to shame, embarrassment, or conflict, your body associated decision-making with danger. That's why today, decision-making feels stressful instead of empowering. Your brain isn't asking what's right, it's asking what will hurt less. This is why self-doubt isn't weakness, it's protection. Somewhere in your past, doubting yourself kept you safer than trusting yourself, so hesitation became your survival strategy. Now, before every decision, your mind scans for risk, replays old memories, imagines failure, and looks outside for reassurance because inside doesn't feel reliable anymore. That's why advice feels comforting in the moment but empty later, and why letting others decide brings relief, not because it's better, but because responsibility disappears. Over time, this creates an identity. I'm bad at decisions. One mistake becomes proof. One failure becomes a pattern, and suddenly self-doubt feels like who you are. But the truth is, your ability to decide was never broken. It was interrupted. And anything that was learned can be unlearned. Real change begins when you understand that forcing confidence doesn't work because your nervous system doesn't respond to words, it responds to experience. You're not afraid of choosing the wrong option, you're afraid of the emotional consequences if you're wrong. The shame, the regret, the self-blame. That inner voice saying, "I told you so," was trained, and it can be retrained. The first step is learning to separate fear from intuition. Fear is loud, urgent, demanding certainty. Intuition is quiet, grounded, and calm. Fear tightens your body and speeds your thoughts. Intuition brings clarity without panic. Rebuilding self-trust means listening to the calm voice again. The next step is removing your identity from the outcome. A decision is not a verdict on your worth, it's simply a direction, and directions can be adjusted. When you treat every choice like a final judgment, your nervous system panics. Self-trust grows when you allow yourself to decide without demanding perfection. Then you start small, much smaller than your mind wants. You rebuild trust through low-risk decisions: what to eat, when to rest, what to say no to, how to spend today. Each small choice tells your brain, "I decided and nothing bad happened." Over time, safety replaces fear. After that, you learn to stand by your decision even when doubt appears. Doubt doesn't mean you were wrong, it means you're human. Instead of undoing your choice, you say, "I made the best decision I could with what I knew." Self-trust isn't about always being right, it's about having your own back when things are uncertain. When outcomes don't go as planned, you stop attacking yourself and start soothing yourself. Harsh self-criticism teaches your brain that decisions lead to punishment, but compassion teaches it that even mistakes are survivable.
And finally, you allow your identity to change. You're not bad at decisions, you're someone who learned to doubt themselves to survive. That identity once protected you, but it doesn't need to define your future. Self-trust is not a personality trait, it's a relationship with yourself, built through consistency, patience, and compassion. You won't suddenly feel confident about every choice, but decisions will start to feel lighter. Doubt will pass faster, fear will lose urgency, and slowly you'll feel something you haven't felt in a long time: grounded certainty. Not certainty that everything will work out, but certainty that you can handle whatever comes next. And that is real self-trust.